cracks. That was me before your love came around, fading to black. Cause I was living with the power out. Now I was thinking I could handle this, get me up and out from under this. Nothing happened when I pulled the switch, but then you hit the lights on my heart, till there was nothing left on the dark. I was like a night with no stars, but then you hit the lights. It's like you hit the lights on my heart, till there was nothing left of the dark. I was like a night with no stars, but then you hit the lights. Why do we try to look around with our eyes shut closed, blind to lead the blind, nobody really knowing where to go? Now I was thinking I could handle this, get me up and out from under this. Nothing happened when I pulled the switch, but then you hit the lights on my heart, till there was nothing left on the dark. I was like a night with no stars, but then you hit the lights. It's like you hit the lights on my heart, till there was nothing left of the dark. I was like a night with no stars, but then you hit the lights. Your love, my electricity. Your breath, my only energy. Your love illuminating me. Shine on for all the world to see. The way you hit the lights on my heart, till there was nothing left of the dark. I was like a night with no stars, but then you hit the lights. But then you hit the lights on my heart, till there was nothing left of the dark. I was like a night with no stars, but then you hit the lights. It's like you hit the lights on my heart, till there was nothing left of the dark. I was like a night with no stars, but then you hit the lights.
Paradise, want sunshine, islands and beaches, where no one has been, no magazine has told all its secrets. I feel the cold around the bed, thermometer starting to descend. Are you with me? I said, are you with me? If we leave now, we'll get away before these old bones, they start to ache. Are you with me? Said, are you with me? Let's escape this storm. We'll run all night till we're somewhere warm. Let the rain pour. We'll run all night till we're somewhere warm. Somewhere warm. I want palm trees, want cool breeze, sooner the better. Swim out to the deep, dive underneath, go there together. I feel the cold around the bed, thermometer starting to descend. Are you with me? I said, are you with me? If we leave now, we'll get away before these old bones, they start to ache. Are you with me? Said, are you with me? Let's escape this storm. We'll run all night till we're somewhere warm. Let the rain pour. We'll run all night till we're somewhere warm. Somewhere warm. White sand under blue skies. Are you with me? Said, are you with me? Shake hands with the sunrise. Are you with me? Said, are you with me? White sand under blue skies. Are you with me? Said, are you with me? Shake hands with the sunrise. Are you with me? Said, are you with me? Let's escape this storm. We'll run all night till we're somewhere warm. Let the rain pour. We'll run all night till we're somewhere warm. Let's escape this storm. We'll run all night till we're somewhere warm. Let the rain pour. We'll run all night till we're somewhere warm. Somewhere warm.
Why does everything gotta be so heavy? Knock you down when you're down already. Oh, so much to carry. Why does everything gotta be so heavy? All the drama lately, yeah, it's overrated. So unnecessary, yeah, I just can't take this feeling anymore. Leave it at the door. I've been falling over, too much on my shoulders. You can only think so much before you break down. All I really need is space to breathe. Why does everything gotta be so heavy? Knock you down when you're down already. Oh, so much to carry. Why does everything gotta be so heavy? Stop, just wait a minute. I just need a second to regain my peace of mind before I explode. 'Cause there's a lot of things I can't control. I can't control. Why does everything gotta be so heavy? Knock you down when you're down already. Oh, so much to carry. Why does everything gotta be so heavy? Oh, to the people in the back, all the way to the front row, front row. Ooh, now let me hear it back. Sometimes you gotta let go, let go. Ooh, to the people in the back, all the way to the front row, front row. Ooh, now let me hear it back. Sometimes you gotta let go, let go. Ooh, to the people in the back, all the way to the front row, front row. Ooh, now see it on back. Sometimes you gotta let go, let go. Ooh, to the people in the back, all the way to the front row, front row. Ooh, now see it on back. Sometimes you gotta let go, let go. Why does everything gotta be so heavy? Knock it down when you're down already. Oh, so much to carry. Why does everything gotta be so heavy? Why does everything gotta be so heavy? Knock it down when you're down already. Oh, so much to carry. Why does everything gotta be so heavy? Oh, to the people in the back, all the way to the front row, front row. Ooh, now see it on back. Sometimes you gotta let go, let go. Oh, to the people in the back, all the way to the front row, front row. Ooh, now see it on back. Sometimes you gotta let go, let go.
I punted my card, I know what it costs. Yeah, I put in the work that you don't. Day after day, I work and I play. Yeah, I'll do all the things that you won't. Even when my feet get tired, I will keep on moving higher. I'm the story you don't speak of. I'm the one they call the underdog. 'Cause every time the push comes to shove, I'm climbing over you to reach the top. 'Cause I want everything and nothing at all. Yeah, I want everything and nothing at all. 'Cause I want everything and nothing, 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 nothing at all. Don't care what you think or what you believe, 'cause I'm gonna turn the world upside down. If you want a shot, just step in the ring. Yeah, I'ma shake your bones like thunder. Even when my feet get tired, I will keep on moving higher. I'm the story you don't speak of. I'm the one they call the underdog. 'Cause every time the push comes to shove, I'm climbing over you to reach the top. 'Cause I want everything and nothing at all. Yeah, I want everything and nothing at all. 'Cause I want everything and nothing, 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 nothing at all. I don't want nothing at all, unless I can have it all. I don't want nothing, nothing at all. I don't want nothing at all, unless I can have it all. Nothing at all. Yeah, I'm not the favorite son, but I'm the one who's been here all along. 'Cause every time the push comes to shove, I'm climbing over you to reach the top. 'Cause I want everything and nothing at all. Yeah, I want everything and nothing at all. 'Cause I want everything and nothing, 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 nothing at all. I don't want nothing at all, unless I can have it all. I don't want nothing at all, unless I can have it all. No, I don't want nothing at all, unless I can have it all. I don't want nothing at all, unless I can have it all. I don't want nothing at all, unless I can have it all. Starting now, we're breaking out, but I'm not living without you. This could be our one chance. We'll send a postcard when we're through. We'll get there together, we'll get there together. I'll meet you at the starting line. Don't you ever leave my side. We'll get there together, we'll get there together. If it takes all day or night, hand in hand we'll both arrive. Oh, 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 oh. Oh, 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 oh. Oh, 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 oh. You wanna see the sunrise, starry nights and endless seas. Writing our own story, let's go and make this what it's meant to be. Let's scream it out. you at the starting line. Don't you ever leave my side. We'll get there together. We'll get there together. If it takes all day.
I live with MS.
Every day of my life. I live with MS.
Every day of my life.
My mom has MS.
My best friend lives with MS.
Every day of their lives.
Living with MS is never easy.
Living with MS during COVID-19 is even harder.
Harder to get medications.
Harder to visit the doctor.
Take care of the kids.
Harder to pay my medical bills.
But the National MS Society is here for them.
But the National MS Society
Is here for me.
For me.
For me.
For me.
Even now.
Especially now.
They always have been.
So I won't stop moving.
So I'm going to keep climbing.
For everyone who lives with MS.
For the caregivers. For the healthcare providers.
For research.
For support.
For community.
For education.
For my mom.
For my dad. For the sons and the daughters. For the husband and wives.
For all our brothers and sisters around the world.
And everyone who lives with MS.
I'm going to keep climbing.
For me.
I'm going to climb to the top, coast to coast, for a cure.
I'm climbing.
I'm climbing to the top.
Coast to coast.
For a world free of MS. Come join me.
Hey, good morning and welcome to the first ever virtual climb to the top for the National MS Society. Today is really something special because today we climb to the top from coast to coast. Right now, we've got people tuning in from all over the country. You're stretching, lacing up your climbing shoes, getting ready to climb or run wherever you are. And instead of our 3 traditional MS climbs in New York, Boston, and San Francisco, this year, we have hundreds of climbs with thousands of climbers all working together to bring us closer to a cure, closer to a world without MS. Hey, I'm Al Emmerich, and it's been great connecting with so many of you over the past month, and I couldn't be more excited to be your host this very morning. Now, I know that one of the best parts of the climb each year is being surrounded and supported by other people who know what it's like to live with MS or care for someone with MS. Unfortunately, we can't do that this year. We're home, keeping ourselves and each other safe. But even if we're not in the same place, we are together this morning, together in our passion to meet the needs of the MS community and together in our commitment to keep climbing for a cure. And you know what? Nothing, not even a global pandemic, is going to get in our way. So even though we can't see you this morning, we want to hear from you. And in that spirit, right now, on the count of 3, I'm serious, on the count of 3, shout out what city you're in. Okay? Come on, do this. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Okay, I have no idea if anyone just did that, but I'm sure just some of you yelling out in your home probably got your dog howling or your neighbor freaked out, and my apologies. Anyway, you can use the chat wherever you are to tell us what brings you to climb this morning. So, you know, I've been part of the MS Society events for over a decade, mostly Muckfest MS, bike. At first, it was just something fun I could do for a good cause. I had friends with MS and still do. But now it's become one of the most meaningful experiences in my life, my way to support my friends and people and a mission that I believe so deeply in. Quick story, first Muckfest MS in Chicago, young girl comes to me in a wheelchair living with MS. And I got her on the microphone to say, hey, everybody get mucked up. And it was awesome. Well, years later, this woman comes up to me and she's standing and she said, hey, I want to get on the mic again. And I didn't remember until that moment. That was the very same young lady who was in the wheelchair. And now she was standing and mucking on her own. That is an incredible feeling. I was heartbroken when Muckfest MS was canceled, but my heart is lifted to be here with you because these events aren't about the climb or the muck. They're about the people, you, and about finding a cure. So thank you for allowing me to join you this morning. I'm really excited. As for today's climb, things are going to be a little different this year, to say the least. For one thing, if you're standing outside Salesforce Tower right now, you're kind of doing it wrong. Go home. Here's how it works. There are 3 buildings we're virtually climbing today. 1 Bryant Park in New York City, 200 Clarendon Tower in Boston, and Salesforce Tower in San Francisco. You can climb to the top of any of these buildings today by walking or running a 5K, or you can do 25 minutes of vertical movement. That could be climbing the stairs in your home, or doing step-ups in your local park bench, or hiking your favorite hill. Or if you want to really go all out and be the super stud or studette, you can go for the trifecta. Climb all 3 buildings by running a 15K or doing vertical movement for 75 minutes. That's 3 buildings in 3 different cities in one day. Tell me another stair climb where you can do that, right? If you haven't done so, download the Charity Miles app. There's a link going out in the chat right now, so look for it. Select the city and building you want to climb this morning, and the app will magically track your time and your distance. After the ceremony is over, go out and tackle your climb. And then when you're finished, come right back to this site to see the view from the top of the building you just climbed and check out the leaderboards. Now, along the way and after you're done, we've got some great photo frames for social media and stickers for your Instagrams. You can find them by clicking the link in the chat. And remember, use hashtag #VirtualClimbMS wherever and whenever you post, so we can all see what you're doing and get those precious likes and hopefully some shares. We're all here today to climb toward a cure, toward a world free of MS. But the National MS Society is so much more than that. They're committed to improving the lives of people living with MS today, to providing support and community to the millions around the country who care for someone with MS, to advocating for the MS community so that we have a voice in Washington, to doing everything in their power to make sure that those touched by MS know they're not alone. And all that comes on top of the Society's dedication to improving treatments and ultimately finding a cure. The Society has invested over $1 billion with a B in research, which has led to the development of nearly every available treatment option for MS. And they're not going to stop. They're here for all of us, especially during a global pandemic. And that's why we're here for them. I'd like to introduce you now to 3 members of the MS community, 3 of your fellow climbers who have their own reasons for being here today. Please welcome Aaron, Bruce, and Sheila.
I've always been a planner. I love a good to-do list. It makes me feel like nothing can get between me and accomplishing my goals. All that changes when you can no longer count on doing something you've always taken for granted, like walking, or typing, or seeing. I had my first symptoms 7 years ago. I had just run the Brooklyn Half Marathon, and I woke up one day unable to walk. That may not seem so crazy after running 13 miles, but I was also unable to see. That one got me concerned. I didn't want to worry anyone, so I told work I had an ear infection and went to urgent care. I thought I might have pinched a nerve. They thought I might have had a stroke because my smile was crooked. Half my face was numb. The next 6 weeks were filled with test after test and a lot of WebMDing on my part. By the end, I was convinced that I had a brain tumor and 30 days left to live. But it wasn't a brain tumor. It was MS. There probably aren't too many of us who saw their diagnosis of MS as a good thing. But that's how it felt, because I'm here. I'm alive. I have a future. It may be an uncertain future, but it's a future. And I was determined to make the most of it. The doctor that diagnosed me also introduced me to the National MS Society. My first big event was Climb to the Top in 2014. I formed a modest team since I wasn't broadcasting my MS diagnosis. That's because most of the time, the typical reactions were, "Oh, poor you." I just didn't want that. By the end of the climb, I realized that an MS Society event was something different. Everybody understood what I was going through. I realized that the MS Society, these are my people. They see my soul. From that point on, I was all in. I've now done the Climb to the Top for 6 years. I ran the New York City Half Marathon and participated in Muckfest MS. I chair the Young Leadership Board, and last year I attended my first public policy conference as an activist with the Society in Washington, D.C. I'm still big on planning. I've just had to learn how to plan around the surprises, and it definitely gets messy at times. But whenever I'm having a hard day, I think about the people I've met through the MS Society. I wouldn't have chosen it, but I'm blessed to be a part of this community. I'm blessed to be able to stand up for myself and those around me who can't. My name is Erin Gamblotti, and today I climb because helping the MS Society is on my to-do list. I climb because I can. I climb for a cure.
In the early 1980s, my mother, Liz, was a single mom. working as a school teacher and raising two pretty rowdy teenage boys. It was a challenging time to begin with, and then she was diagnosed with MS. Her symptoms started after a car accident on her way to church, and while it wasn't serious, shortly after she began having issues with balance. Walking became difficult, and eventually she is diagnosed with primary progressive MS. Her symptoms worsened quickly. In a few years, she went from a cane to crutches to a wheelchair. She was able to continue teaching for a while, but ultimately she was forced to go on disability, forced into early retirement by her disease. This was a time we didn't know that much about MS, and it wasn't a whole lot that medical community could do for her, and I found that really unacceptable. And so I decided to dedicate my career to finding solutions for my mom and for everyone else living with MS. As with many other things in my life, my mom pointed me in the right direction. She was very active in her local chapter of the National MS Society in Phoenix, Arizona. She walked, she volunteered, she led a support group. So when I needed guidance on how to start a career in MS research, I wrote a letter that I sent to the head of research at the National MS Society. And from that point on, my life, my work, have been inseparable from the movement to end MS. Now I have the great privilege and responsibility of leading the Society's research investments designed to find breakthroughs for a cure for MS. These investments, they wouldn't be possible without the hard work of thousands of supporters like you. Now, one of the highlights of my career came about 5 years ago at the Society's annual public policy meeting in Washington, D.C. And this was the first time my mom was able to come to a large Society event and see me speak in my role as head of research. She saw how I dedicated my life to helping those who, like her, were living with MS. It was very meaningful for both of us. I'm grateful to be part of this community, to be working side by side, but to be fighting side by side with all of you to create a world free of MS. Be able to honor my mom by contributing to our movement as a fundraiser, as a walker, a cyclist, a muck wrecker, and today as a stair climber. My name is Bruce Bebo, and I climb for my mom. I climb for all the progress we've made for people like her, and I climb for a cure.
One morning last year, while I was planning coverage of the Boston Marathon for a news station, I woke up and couldn't feel my legs. They were completely numb. But the marathon was only a few days away and I could still walk, so I went to work. A few days later, the numbness got worse, but it was my daughter's birthday and then Easter, so I powered through. All the while, my symptoms were progressing. Eventually, the symptoms got too severe to ignore, to the point that I could barely breathe, a symptom I've since learned to refer to as the MS hug. I finally went to the hospital and was admitted immediately. A few days later, after a battery of tests, the diagnosis was confirmed: relapsing, remitting MS. Up until that point, I had convinced myself that my symptoms would just go away, that it was all stress-related or maybe a pinched nerve, and everything would get back to normal soon. But once I had a diagnosis, I realized there was no getting back to normal. This was my new normal. I was scared, not only for myself and my future, but for my kids, my 4 and 7-year-old daughters. Would their childhood be different because of my MS? How do I respond when they ask if I'm going to be okay? I didn't expect the answer to be a stair climb. I was determined to turn this life-altering disease into a positive, and decided that Climb to the Top, a physical challenge, was the perfect way to prove to my daughters and to myself that I was still strong, that I wouldn't let this disease own me. I did the Boston Climb earlier this year, just before everything shut down. It was incredible. My husband, siblings, and friends climbed with me. And when I got to the top, I remembered thinking about the day before I went to the hospital, the day when I couldn't get up one flight of stairs without trouble. Less than a year later, I climbed 61 flights. And even better than that, my daughters saw me do it. I'm still adjusting to life with MS. I still have symptoms that affect me daily, and there's still a lot of uncertainty. But in those moments, I remember 61 flights. There are so many ups and downs with MS, but there's always hope. My name is Sheila Scavera, and today I climb because when I was knocked down, the MS Society inspired me to climb back up. I climb for hope. I climb for a cure.
Thank you, Aaron, Bruce, and Sheila, for sharing your stories and for inspiring us all this morning. As your fellow climbers and runners get ready to head out, we'll be thinking of you and the countless others who look to the MS Society every day for support, community, and hope. All right, it's almost time to climb. Remember, make sure you download the Charity Miles app before you get started, and it's #VirtualClimbMS for all your pics and posts. I'll see you right back here after you're done for your view from the top. All right, are you ready to climb? Are you ready to get closer to a world free of MS? Bruce, Sheila, Aaron, help me out with a countdown. The 2020 Virtual Climb to the Top begins in
5,
4, 3, 2, 1. Hit it. Let's go. Go, 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 go.
You got this, climbers! Woo!
Keep it up. You've got this.
Go you! Way to climb!
Oh, you can do it. Come on.
Go, 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 go.
Woo! You can do this!
Climb to the top, coast to coast. We're all in it together. We're going to end MS forever. With your help, keep it up. I know it's hard, but this is awesome.
You got this. You can do it. You rock.